Dr. Doron Levin. I'm very pleased to be with you today. And Doron, you have been working for quite a long time with ExxonMobil in basic research and also in applied research and application for industry. And you told me that it was very important to speak about the relationship in between academia and industry and for the efficiency of the research that we could make concerning the scientific point of view and to be applied to the industry. So could you speak about that?
Thank you. Yes. So I've been with ExxonMobil for 27 years. I've spent my entire career doing catalyst research. I've done everything from catalyst discovery through catalyst development, catalyst scale-up, and even catalyst manufacturing. I'm very happy for this opportunity to have this discussion with you here at the ICC. I think these meetings are very important to bring the catalysis community together. The one thing that I do see that does concern me quite a bit is the disconnect that I see between the type of work that people in academia are doing versus the type of work that is really needed for an industrial type application. I think academia have a very important role to play in really sort of helping to kind of understand and drive the fundamentals of catalysis. They play a very important role in sort of training the people that are going to be the future leaders in the catalysis space. But I'm seeing more and more disconnects between the focus that academia currently has. I understand that it's difficult to get people in industry to kind of talk at meetings like this because, when we work in industry, we work mostly on proprietary information. It's not that easy for us to kind of share this information. But I'm concerned about the sort of the breakdown in the communication between academia and industry. I go to a lot of these talks and I see things that are being done at conditions that are just not applicable to industry. And I think that we need to find a way as a catalysis community to really make sure that we're both working in the same direction. In industry, we can't do everything ourselves. We do rely on the academic world to kind of help us, but we can't really have a situation in which the academic world are really only talking to each other and are working on things that really are not going to be relevant to the future.
Yes, that's a very interesting point. So what would you suggest to improve this relationship?
There's a lot of people from industry here at these meetings. We come to kind of learn what is going, what the academic world are kind of focused on. But when you look at the talks are predominantly given by people in academia. And so I think we need to figure out a way as a community to kind of give more opportunities for people in industry and to make people in industry more willing to figure out what they can share with the academic community. And maybe it's not specifically on the proprietary research that people in industry are working on, but to kind of maybe help to kind of give an understanding to the academic community what are the important issues. Because I think that kind of helps set the direction. Because my concern right now is that what sets the direction in academia are the funding agencies, okay? Funding agencies, they want to focus on electrocatalysis. That's where the money is. So everyone in academia kind of goes down that same path. And so maybe it's also an issue of how does industry work with the funding agencies to make sure that the priorities are set correctly, such that we're all working towards tackling the extremely challenging problems that we're going to have in the future. We're trying to go through this energy transition. The world's going to need a lot of energy. We need a good partnership between industry and academia. And I'm struggling to see whether that partnership is really working well at the moment.
Who are working on basic research, sometimes it's very important to be able to use this serendipity. That means when the research is not always oriented or applied, and that you can keep an open mind and have new ideas, and you find application afterwards because you don't know yet for what it will be applied. So sometimes it's very important to keep that open. and to keep this connection then with application to be able to use this idea or to identify these highlights. So today, for example, in the conference, maybe there was plenty of ideas and highlights, and maybe it was interesting to pick up what could be interesting for the future. And you say, this wasn't described for this application, but I know the application and the challenges, and this could be applied. So what do you think about that, this open mind, and to use this scientific community and to then after orient to the application, but that may be the second stage of the research?
I agree with you that serendipity plays an important role. But I still feel that you need to be doing the research in the right space in order to have those serendipitous discoveries. You know, if the focus is really completely in the wrong direction, yeah, you may have serendipitous discoveries that may be of interest from an academic perspective, but just will never find application in the real world. So, you know, I think it's everything in life is a matter of balance. You know, I don't expect that everyone in academia is going to just stop doing their fundamental research and only focus on the problems that, you know, industry is really kind of trying to solve. I mean, I think that there is an important role to be played in the type of research that academia does. But my concern, and you know, just based on what I see when I kind of look at the agendas and I listen to the type of talks that are given at a meeting like this, I just feel that the type of research that is being done is just not relevant to today's needs.
So in relation to what we were speaking about, academia and industry relationship, we just on Thursday afternoon in the conference tried to organize a panel session to mix industrial panelists and academia, and to be able to discuss together to make the idea and in open mind together, and to find this relationship and application to the fundamental research, for example. So do you think it's a good idea? And you will be a panelist in this session. So what do you think about this initiative?
I will be participating in the panel session on Thursday. I'm looking forward to it. I think it is a great opportunity for people in industry to be able to have a platform in which we can present our views. So, you know, I think it's very good. I was very happy when I received the invitation, because I think it's important that the participants at this conference have an ability to come and hear and have a discussion and ask questions of people in industry. You know, I would have preferred it maybe if it was earlier on in the conference, you know, Thursday afternoon, maybe some people have already gone home or something. So, but I'm very pleased that they're doing it, and I think it's a really good addition to the agenda. And so I think we'll have a good discussion on Thursday.
I would like to thank you very much for this interview and for participating in the conference. It's a really great pleasure for us to have industrial personality coming there and share with us their idea and challenges. So thank you very much again, Doron, and we are looking forward to meeting you in the panel session to exchange about your views. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure, and thank you to the organizers for inviting me.